Hello, I'm back. I'm going to actually speak about The Princess and the Frog. I mentioned that in my introductory video that I would be doing this because it has become kind of controversial. Um, just a lot of people don't know how this movie really sits with them. They don't really know how to feel about what what the message of the movie is. And I'm not trying to give anybody any position to say, well, it was a good film or a bad film. I actually enjoyed the film. It's something that I can't wait to get on DVD. But I'm just going to talk about two things. One is how people are upset that she was portrayed, Tiana, which is the girl who became the princess in the movie. They were upset that she was portrayed as maybe less fortunate, a girl who struggled to kind of make ends meet, um, who fit the stereotypical black struggle story. Um, and then also people are kind of upset that the prince that she married, that he wasn't of African um, heritage, or excuse me, African descent. He wasn't an African prince. Now, if he was, or if that was what he was supposed to be, the accent which he's spoken, um, you couldn't tell. He said he was definitely foreign, meaning he didn't have an American or English accent, but um, it didn't sound like an African accent. Um, so, I'm just going to touch on those two things briefly. Um, well, as far as the whole struggle, you know, situation, black people, and I mean, if you identify as African American or black, I don't mean any disrespect by it. Excuse my phone. I'm going to turn it down. But however you identify yourself, this is I'm going to use the word black or the term black for the remainder of the video. Um, but we as black people have allowed mainstream America to believe that that is the story for everyone. That we all have these stories of struggle and making ends meet, and just that sad rags to riches story. We've allowed mainstream America and the rest of the world believe that we all identify with that, and that is not the case. There are some black families that don't have that type of a story, that have always known, a rich lifestyle or a well-off lifestyle. Um, but we have allowed mainstream America to believe that that is not the case. And the way we've done that is by every everything that we um, glamorize, or we kind of uphold, you know, has that type of a story. When we look at rappers, be it Jay-Z, whoever, and I'm not speaking to anyone specifically or about anyone specifically, but we have this you know I'm from the hood, but I I came I came up from there. I'm better now. I own a basketball team, things like that, um if it's let's see, if we're watching like Raisin in the Sun, we had Sean Puffy P Diddy Combs. He portrayed he did the character that Sidney Poitier did. That again speaks of that rags to riches, like that we're never good enough. That no matter how hard we work, we still have to work, and we continue to struggle. Um, yes, it is true. We are a resilient people. That is without a doubt. We definitely are. However, we it is about time that we stop allowing ourselves to be seen that way. And I do not hold Disney at fault for any of this. They are only doing what we allow them to do. They believe that that is appealing to us. that after all the struggle and after all the hard work, we can still make it. I mean, that is the American dream, right? Well, that's what they gave us. Um, I mean, I could really go on and on about this, but I only have about 10 minutes, so I'm kind of just touching the surface a little bit. Hopefully somebody will comment back, and I'll make another video, and we can just keep going. We can build from there. But we allow mainstream America to believe that there's nothing else for us. We no longer see shows like The Cosby Show, where we actually had a successful black family, where they were not being stereotypical black. There was no shucking and jiving. There was no type of coonery going on. And they weren't, quote unquote, acting white. They phenotypically looked like a black family, and they behaved like a normal, everyday family. You know what I mean? Um, it was just family. Now we have shows like Tyler Perry's Meet the Browns, and uh, uh, whatever else the show is, or all those Medeas and Roscoe Jenkins Come Home, whatever, whatever. All that stuff is just hilarious to a lot of black people. And unfortunately, it sends the wrong message. It sends the wrong message. It lets mainstream America know that we have not come far from our days of Step and Fetch It, or even blackface for that matter. Um, my husband and I, when Tropic Thunder, I think that's the name of it. I didn't go see it because I saw in the preview that Robert Downey Jr. was portraying a white actor who was trying to be the best actor by being a black actor. So he was in blackface. That's what it was. He was in blackface. And people cracked up at this. This was so funny. Oh my God. He was so true to character. That was so funny to people. And me and my husband, we said, watch. From this movie on, we will continue to see blackface appear in movies. Lo and behold, the Wayans family, they come out with the Think You Can Dance, whatever. I don't know the names of these movies because I don't go see them. I'm not a patron of nonsense. You know what I mean? So, um, when a white girl wants to get into a club or whatever, I don't really remember the scene. I just saw it in the preview. In order for her to be more black, they put her in blackface. Second time. And this is funny too, right? Now it's going as far as being in like high fashion. There was I wish I had the magazine right with me, but I don't have any of that stuff here. But instead of hiring a black model, a designer hires a white model and dresses her as a black model. Like, aren't there enough Naomi Campbells? And, like, I mean, we see Top Model all the time. So we know there are a lot of black females, models, that are really trying to get out there. So instead of doing that, you just paint a white model black. Is that not blackface? But that's okay because we've already showed through Tropic Thunder and the Wayne's movie that blackface is okay again. We can do that. And it's a shame because of all those people that had to play roles in blackface. Um, those weren't roles that they wanted. Those were roles that they were left with, you know. Um, and it was just a means to an end. They wanted to act, so they did that. But they still somehow had some type of integrity in order to get us to roles where we would not have to do that. And yet we've set ourselves back and allow that to happen. I'm going to have to make a part two because I see my time is running out. But it really is a shame. Um, we're setting ourselves back. We're allowing mainstream America to believe that we don't deserve better, and that we only have stories of struggle. So that's why we get a Tiana in The Princess and the Frog, whose mother is a dressmaker, and not to mention, surprisingly enough, her mother was Oprah. Makes you think, doesn't it? It made me think, but I'm not mad at Disney. Not mad at Disney at all. Um, it's about to be part two. So